Hello, everyone. My name is Lisa Colley. I just wanted to put this video together. I'm joined by this beautiful lady, Fina Toscano. Hello, Fina.
Hello.
So I met Fina at conference earlier this year. I have heard Fina's story before. She has an amazing transformative story that I really wanted to get her on here to share with you all because it really is such a great story. So Fina, can you just say hi, introduce yourself? You are a nurse working in the private sector, is that right?
That's right. That's
So
right.
tell us a little bit more about yourself. Where are you working now? Where are you from?
Yes. So first of all, Lisa, thank you so much for having me. Such a joy and privilege to be here. I'm so honored. And it's really a delight for me to share my story because I believe that my story is going to touch lives and it's going to transform health of many,
Absolutely.
many people. And so I'm a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for about 7 years.
Mhm.
And health and well-being has always been my passion. And so if there is anything I love more than anything else in the world is about improving not just my health, but the
Yeah.
health of those around me in my circle of influence and those around the world. So thank you so much.
Yeah, that's so great. That's so great. So now, Fina, basically your story begins with you developing a medical condition, and that was hypothyroidism. So how long ago did you find out that you had that condition?
Okay, so right from the onstart, I like to share that whatever I share is not meant to diagnose, cure, or treat anything, but it's my experience and it's my testimony. So I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism about 19 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, I was very health illiterate. I wasn't a nurse. I was working in the finance sector.
Mm-hmm.
And a friend of mine was just having a chat and she said, Fina, have you checked your thyroids? I think they are enlarged. And I said, my what? I had never literally heard about the word thyroid. And she said, this little butterfly kind of looking thing in your throat. And I'm like, okay, let me go and check it out. And so I went to my doctor. And that's when I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism. And
So,
that's real.
so what made your friend even suggest that you should maybe go and get that checked out? What were your symptoms?
Yes, because she could see how enlarged my throat was, and I
Right,
didn't realize it, and I just thought I'd put on some weight. But
right.
obviously, it's something that she knew about and she had experience in. And always, I'm so thankful for that friend, really. And that's when I started on my thyroxine of 75 micrograms, and that was my life. First thing in the morning, waking up, I did that
Yeah.
for 19 years.
19 years you've been on
Yes,
this medication. And
yes.
did the medication, did it help you? So what was the medication for?
So when I took the medications, I didn't feel like it was helping me. But when I had my blood test done, it
Yeah,
looked like my blood test results were good. My TSH, which is the thyroid stimulating hormone, was within range.
yes,
And having said that, I was always fatigued. I had very high sensitivity to cold. I
yes,
had dry skin,
yeah,
dry hair,
yeah.
lack of energy. And then the weight just piled on. For people who knew me, I went on from about 65 kilos to 90 kilos over.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
So even though you were on medication, you still weren't, even though your levels were saying that you were within range, you still weren't feeling the best through
No,
all this time. So,
definitely not.
yeah, okay. So now tell me what changed for you.
Okay, so it all started when I met up with a friend and I looked at her and I said, oh my gosh, how gorgeous you look, you know? And how do you manage to keep yourself so slender, so slim? And she shared with me about the body balancing drops. And she said, we call it skinny drops. And I said, tell me about it. And I just realized at that point that knowledge is power. And what you don't know cannot transform your life. And so I just embraced, and because she's a friend of mine, and I said, tell me all about the drops. And I had nothing to lose. I had
Yeah,
everything to gain. But
yeah,
at that point, I must say, I didn't know that the drops actually supported the thyroid function. I
okay,
just took it because I wanted to feel better and lose weight.
yeah,
But 4 months into taking the drops, I started to feel the change within me. I could feel the healing from the inside out. And my gut health was good, and our guts are really our second brain. I
That's
felt
right.
happy. I started to walk again. I started to exercise. And I could now go upstairs without having my children run errands for me. And I said to my husband, something's changed in my body. Let's go to the doctors and have my blood tests.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
That's
that's when the doctor did the blood test. The doctor was aware that I had ceased my medication at that point. So if I can just backtrack, I wanted to heal my body naturally. So I told my doctor I was going to stop the thyroxine. Please don't do this. I did it. Being a nurse, I knew how to monitor myself, but my doctor
yes,
knew that I had
yeah.
ceased my medications. And he clearly wrote in the instructions that the thyroxine was seized by the patient. So he knew.
Mm-hmm.
So I had my test done. And the doctor said, come in 2 or 3 days for your results. And I said to the doctor, if my results are okay, don't bother calling me. But if my results aren't okay, then call me so that we can have a discussion.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 days later, he called me and he said, can you come and see me? And I thought, oh, goodness me. Oh, my gosh. I said, I thought my blood test was all right. Why did he call me? And he called me and he said, congratulations. Your TSH is within limits. What have you been doing? How did you fix it?
I've got
And so my doctor
goosebumps.
was truly amazed.
I've honestly got goosebumps. I just love that. I love hearing that. Yeah, yeah, that's so good. So good. And that was after 4 months
4 months,
of being on the day night drops.
exactly, on the day and night drops. So
Yep.
I started my drops around June, July, and my test was done in October.
That's just phenomenal. Now, Fina, um, did you change your lifestyle? Like, I know as someone who likes to share these day night drops for people who are looking for support, I always recommend changing their eating lifestyle. So did you follow the plan to a T? Did you follow that the approved foods list to a T?
So I didn't follow the plan to the T, but before the skinny drops, my healthy eating was like, I'll say 50%. I
Yeah,
would eat 50% healthy foods, but 50% was junk. I could literally sit and finish a whole cake in 5 minutes. That's how much I had a sweet tooth.
yeah,
But after I started the drops, I knew that I had to change my gut microbiome because a lot happens in our gut. And so I started to eat clean. I started to detox myself. I started taking the Restorix as well. I started
beautiful.
taking little walks, drinking more water, and
Yes,
really feeding my body with what it needed
yes,
rather than what my palate was telling me I wanted, because I knew there were the bad microbes and the good ones fighting for the
yes.
food. So I needed to feed the good microbes and take care of my gut microbiome. And that's when I started to feel better. The bloating it decreased. I
Mm-hmm,
lost weight. I
mm-hmm.
lost that big gut that I had.
Yes.
I was just feeling different. And when I took a picture 3 weeks later from when I started the drops, and I asked my husband, where did my tummy go? Where
Oh,
did it go? It was just incredible to see that photo.
it is so good. And I'm just looking for your photo now, and I want you to, if you can, just bear with me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm not very up with the times. I should have had this already sorted. So just bear with me one little moment,
Take your time.
and I'll see if I can find your photo nice and quickly. And now, of course, my computer's not working. But what I'll do is I'll just share a photo of you in the comments of this video so people can actually see how you looked before, which was absolutely beautiful, by the way, but how you are now in comparison. And I'm sure you feel a whole lot better. Tell me, what is the biggest difference in the way you feel, how you were to how you are now?
So to start off with, I lost 13 kilos
Yes.
on the drops.
Yes.
I'm sleeping better. My skin has improved. My fatigue is out of the door. I'm
Yeah.
walking 6Ks. I go to the gym, and I'm
That's
doing all of
amazing.
the things that I was really very tired to do before. And I just feel like I'm happy. When I look at myself, I'm happy. And I've been going to my closet and getting my clothes that I haven't worn in 10, 15 years.
How good is that?
Yes, and I
How
put it
good is
on
that?
and I say,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I fit
Yeah.
into this. And this is what I tell people. A lot of people jump onto the scale every day and say, I haven't lost any weight, and they get discouraged. But I tell them, we are not just after scale gains. We are
That's
after
right.
also non-scale gains,
That's
because
right.
better sleep, good gut
Yes.
health,
Yeah.
the inner healing.
Yeah.
And besides that, we are after fat loss, not weight loss.
Yes.
I had this precious girl who said, Fina, I haven't lost any weight, but the clothes that didn't fit me before are fitting me now. And I said, you've lost fat. Aren't you
It's
excited
absolutely
about that?
amazing, isn't it? It really is amazing. And the funny thing is, what people need to realize is you actually you lose that inflammation in your body as
That's
well.
right.
And I'm talking about from your big toe to your thumb. You're actually losing all that inflammation throughout and gaining a whole lot more. What you gain, it's amazing.
Exactly. And I
Yeah,
have girls who go to the gym, they are lifting weights, they are doing all these exercises, and they are actually replacing their fat with muscle.
that's
So
right.
even though they may not lose so much on the scale, or they might think I'm not losing weight, they are really reducing their measurements, their
That's right.
waistline. And that's really, honestly, for me, is the jackpot.
It's the best, isn't it? It really is the best. Well, Fina, thank you so much for sharing your story with me. I'm just really glad that you were able to ditch those medications. There are other ways. There are other ways that you can get on top of your health other than taking medications. So thanks, everyone.
Absolutely. If I can just add, as a nurse, I would dish out over 20, 30 pills to my patients every day. And I would ask them, for how long have you been on these? And they would say 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. And it really broke my heart to know that there is a better way, there's a natural way. And if
Yeah.
we feed our body with what it needs, the body is fully capable of restoring itself.
100%. Always a place for modern day medicine, but absolutely we can support ourselves.
Yes.
So, yes, Fina, thank you. Thank you so much for jumping on today. Everyone, if something resonated with you here in our chat today, just reach out, drop me a message. Happy to send you information on what worked for Fina. Like we say, there is no cure. We do not heal. We do not treat, but we're just sharing what supported other people in their health. So thanks again, Fina. We'll speak soon.
Thank you for having me. Bye,
Thanks. See
Lisa.
ya.